NASA has discovered possible life-bearing ocean worlds. Imagining ocean elsewhere in the solar system is complicated, though there may be many ocean worlds outside our solar system. Astronomers are confident that there are many more than just the one we know about. Avoid confusion by stating the various apparent bodies in our solar system that have ocean worlds, ranging from planets to moons to other rocks. Europe's Jupiter's moons, Europa has the deepest ocean, at a depth of 100 kilometers, concealed behind 10 to 30 kilometers of ice. But it may only be a hint of what's to come. Additional moons in the outer solar system are also predicted to contain enormous seas. So which aquatic worlds are the most strange? How distinct are they from our planet, and this is an indication of life? Well, let's find out the Europa behind the solar system's most impenetrable snow globe. Jupiter's tiny Galilean moon lurks in a global ocean. Despite its small size, the Europa saltwater ocean will hold more than twice as much water as Earth's oceans. Seafloor vents akin to those discovered on the early Earth might be found at depths of 60 to 150 kilometers or 40 to 100 miles. For obvious reasons, the waters under Europa's surface have never been photographed or explored despite being one of the most well-known ocean worlds in the solar system. Such a voyage would be exceedingly difficult. According to Georgia Tech aeronautical engineering PhD student Mohammed Nassif, the surface ice on Europa is 110 degrees Celsius. He said it was akin to a diamond as an example of how hard the ice can be. Despite Europa's tough exterior, no one knows how deep the ocean beneath it goes. The thickness of Europa's crust is believed to be between 15 to 25 kilometers or 10 and 15 miles, depending on the region. Considering the vastness of the universe, this may not seem like much. However, Russia's Koko super deep borehole is the most bottomless hole ever drilled on the planet, at a depth of around 12 kilometers, or 7.5 miles. If we ever plan to pierce Europa's diamond tundra, we still have a lot of work to do after the project's cancellation. When all of this is going on, some progress has been made. The NASA mission Europa Clipper, which is scheduled to launch in 2024 and arrive in 2030, will study the oceans of Europa from a distance to see if the planet is habitable. NASA postdoctoral researcher at Goddard Space Flight Center, Caitlin Ahrens, remarked that the Clipper mission's spectrometers and chemical analysis tools would assist us locate the life hotspots in Europa. Enceladus and Saturn's friendly competition extends even to the salty planets. Even if there are many impartial parties, there are like people who don't want to be surpassed. Enslaved in Europa enthusiasts are often eager to debate which moon is more likely to be home to life. Enceladus' main selling point is that some of its ocean sprays have previously been tested, and the results are promising thus far. The most comprehensive study of Enceladus' waters came from the Cassini mission by NASA, even though several other spacecraft had visited Saturn's system. Although the spacecraft didn't find many signs of life in the moon's plumes, it could still sample its ocean wash directly. Researchers now have a better understanding of the Enceladus ocean thanks to the discoveries made by Cassini. According to Enhanced Cassini, it was revealed that Enceladus plumes included not just liquid salt water but also that it was warm. The finding of hydrothermal vents at the bottom of the Enceladus underground ocean was another significant discovery. Material from the vents on the southern hemisphere of Enceladus is spewing out of its fracture in the southern hemisphere as Saturn, and maybe Dione pulls it on it. Through these so-called tiger stripes, ocean spray erupts into space. Even so, researchers are currently deciphering data from the Cassini study. In addition to molecular hydrogen, the Enceladus ocean includes carbon dioxide and methane, which NASA has called candy for bacteria. According to the report, the circumstances that allowed early ocean life to thrive are similar to those on paper. Unfortunately, there have been no solid plans to return to Enceladus by any space agency. While the moon's hydrothermal vents may be teeming with life, further research is needed to determine if this is so. One of the solar system's underappreciated ocean worlds, Titan. It's easy to ignore the latent oceans of methane under the moon's surface. I'm the Kraken Mare. The greatest of these is a 305-meter deep hydrocarbon pool equivalent to a 1,000-foot deep pit. Titan's seas, which include methane, ethane, and liquid water, are made more intriguing by the planet's peculiar chemistry. Organic compounds are formed when nitrogen and methane combine in the moon's thick, hazy atmosphere. They then drop to the surface and interact with anything they encounter. To get water out of an ocean that's hidden behind the organic layers on Titan's surface is as simple as crashing into it with a massive impact, according to a postdoctoral scholar at the University of California, Santa Cruz whose researchers Titan. While the organics found on Titan are encouraging, some scientists believe that life may exist in Titan's deep oceans. In computer simulations, hydrogen and carbon are predicted to be present in the moon's ocean of liquid water. There will be enough data from Earth, though due to NASA's upcoming 2027 Dragonfly mission, researchers will use a quadcopter to seek signs of life on Titan's surface and in the planet's atmosphere. According to your explanation, Dragonfly was sent for astrobiological reasons. Prebiotic chemistry and other probable activities are expected to be revealed when it lands on Titan's old rim and then hops around. The finding of methane-eating microbes by dragonflies in Titan's seas would be life-changing. Triton, unfortunately our solar system's outermost regions, like Neptune's system, remains primarily unexplored. There was only one spacecraft that visited in 1989 and it was Voyager 2. We don't know much about Triton, a fascinating moon that may have its subsurface lake. To me, the legendary domain of the Roman sea deity seems like a natural fit for a hidden ocean. A theoretical model of Triton suggests that it might contain liquid water despite the absence of empirical evidence. According to some of these theories, a liquid ocean may be concealed beneath Triton's icy crust based on the gravitational pull of Neptune. According to the theory, this mechanism is identical to one on Europa and Enceladus. However, a more than 30-year-old problem is the most compelling and contested evidence for Triton's ocean. Voyager 2 saw Triton emit black plumes as it passed past, leading some scientists to believe that Triton is connected to Enceladus. According to some researchers, geysers may have been a one-time event caused by sunlight impacting a specific location on Triton's surface. On the other hand, the disappearance of Triton is a mystery. A vanishing act is seen in Voyager photographs, which show the moon's surface to be new and free of craters. According to one explanation, the craters are being erased by flowing water, which would indicate the presence of a reservoir under Triton's surface. If no additional missions are launched to investigate Triton, it will remain a mystery for the foreseeable future. Even if that's an excellent notion to have optimism for the future, we still don't know much about our solar system's seas. Indeed, we are on the threshold of a new era of ocean exploration. Europa and Titan are just a few years away from embarking on their space missions, ushering in an exciting new age of ocean planet exploration. In the European Space Agency's JUICE mission, 3 icy moons of Jupiter will be studied, including Callisto, a supposedly lifeless moon that may be home to an ocean. Even if it's an uphill battle against time flow, it's worth it. More ocean planets are being sought. Discovering life on one of these aquatic planets would be a paradigm shift in our understanding of space and time. Space exploration is revolutionizing vastly and is getting more intriguing for people day by day as it is offering more information and more mysteries are being solved and questions are being answered that are in minds of people every time. In the meantime, please click the video on your screen for more amazing videos about space. Thank you for viewing another episode of The Voyager.